live. I have a special guest, as you can see in my special guest window. So we're just going to wait a few minutes till we get some people logged in. Please know when you log in, type me a message so I know who you are and know that you're there. So tonight's going to be a very fun show, so I'm hoping that you guys show up. I do apologize for last week, but I was out of town at a conference and I could not get on at 8 o'clock. So I must apologize for that. But we are live tonight. There's one. That might be Magni. If you're watching, please make a comment. Let me know that you're here. We will go live. Oh, that's Jamie. Hey, baby. Get everybody on, girl. Get out there. Call it out. We're going to go live at 8. And so we got about 5 more minutes. And we will go live. And we have a special guest that's going to talk to you guys. Oh, I see 3 in the room. Please say hello if you're in the room. 4's in the room. Y'all must have really missed me. Y'all jumping in. I missed y'all
early tonight.
Yeah. So we miss you guys. Say hello. And y'all know I will do some reads. I'm even going to read my special guest while she's here.
Yeah.
I'm going to show her what we do. Say hello, Jamie. I know there's more than you. I see 4 in the room, but I don't know who you are. Make yourself known. You'll get a reading later. Cheers. Hey, Cindy, how you doing?
Maybe I should put on my TikTok.
We're up on. Yeah, you can if you want. You want to let them know we're on, but it's on Facebook Live.
Yeah, I should put them on Touching Eternity.
Yeah.
Too. Yeah.
All right, and we have 5. Who is out there? Come on, we're gonna go live in just a few minutes. We might even have a story to tell you. Who knows?
Could be.
I know. Sent it out. Mark and them are at volleyball. Okay. Well, hopefully they'll be home before we finish tonight, so that they can join us tonight. We have. Look, it's early and we got 6 people on, so that's good. That's good. Considering I missed last week, I feel guilty.
You shouldn't, because you do such a good job when you're here. So.
No, I feel guilty. And Magni's watching us. Good. Magni's been a saint, guys. He
really is.
He has been working on things and helping us. And just FYI, Trey and I will be having another group at the house on September the 6th, non-6 at 6. We're going to be doing another limited group of, this time we're going to cut it down by 5 more, so only 15 tickets are available. Because it is a Saturday night, and we got things to do. Let me see, did I tell him right, or did I want to do, yeah, I wanted to do 6-6. So, we will be here, we'll probably go karaoke after, so anybody wants to go karaoke after? Jamie, if you ever get tired of me sending you all the cartoons, just say so. But I think they're funny, and I figure that entertain you while you're working. I sent Jamie a lot of cartoons to keep her interest.
Yeah.
All right, just 2 more minutes, and we're going to get started. And we are recording, so I need to let everybody know that. So we are recording. Oh, LOL, look at them off and on, LOL, yes. Hi, Kim. Good evening. Good evening. We getting ready to get started. Getting ready to get started in just 1 minute. Oh, is that 2 still? 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Yeah, I know.
All right.
It's terrible. I can't see without these glasses.
Again, me, that's why I just leave them on until I don't need them. I will do some readings tonight. I will do a few because I know I owe you guys for missing from last week. These will just be basic readings. I will do the symbology deck and the tarot deck. So let me get this symbology deck out and ready, because I know y'all gonna want some readings later. So, but I want to see let's see how high we can get it tonight. I know it's gonna be hard because of being out for a week. We're up to 8. I'm surprised it's not even time yet. We're almost
They
there.
they were waiting for you, Sid. See,
Yeah,
usually I would be one of those people.
All right, we're almost there. I must get ready to get rocking and rolling. Okay. Hey, Tina. How you doing? How are you doing? Do Jill's number before we get started. What do you mean?
My number?
I don't know what that means, Magna. You're going to have to come tell me that. I don't know what you mean by do Jill's number. Anyway, it's 8 o'clock, so welcome to Touching Eternity, the podcast. I am your host, Sid Patrick, with my lovely guest, Jill Mercer, the Nickle Tree storyteller on TikTok. So with saying that, hello everybody, hello. So let's see what Magni's saying. I see Magni enjoyed his birthday. Yeah. Oh, do her numerology, do Jill's number before we get started. I've never done your numbers before.
No.
No. Well, what is the month and day of your birth, Jill?
May 16th.
Okay, we're gonna just do that live because I never would do that to you other than that on a live. So
Okay.
May 16th, that's 21, so that's 3. So that means you're currently in a 3-9 year, which means you're changing your creativity this year. You're also changing your social group some. So you're looking at changing your views on how you did things in the past and looking at putting new things together. That's that 3-9 energy. Next year is going to be a 4-1, which is going to be a hard work year, but it's going to be about starting new projects, doing new things, getting things more focused, because you'll be moving into that 4-1 energy next year. And then we'll do the rest of it later.
Okay,
Because
I'm good.
I don't want you to have to,
That's awesome.
post out your whole birth date out here. Anyway. So.
Oh, I can do the yeah. I see what you're saying. I could have said the
Right, the year.
Yeah.
I didn't ask, and I can
It's
do.
okay.
I can do your current year, what's
Yeah.
going on this year, and do what's going on next year
I
by
can
just
do the
getting the
year.
month and day. Okay, what she?
64.
So that's a 20.
I'm not 64.
So
born 64.
right, no, so that's 20. No, I'm 64.
I know.
But that's so that's 20. 20 and 21. 20 and 21 is 41, which is a 5. So I believe, if I'm not mistaken, you're a 5 in numerology, right? Because you said what's your birth is 5/16.
5/16.
So that's 21 and 20 is 41. So yeah, you're a 5 in numerology. It means constant movement, constant change. You get bored real easy. You got to constantly get involved in new things, doing new projects. 5s are very good in corporations. They motivate, they move, they can change because they have no problem with making changes. And so that's your life path number. So that's your life path.
Right.
Now your anti-number is a 4, which I am your anti-number. But anyway, so 4 being your anti-number, what that means is never buy a house or a car that totals a 4 because it'll anchor you. It'll cause you, to start feeling anchored. Yes.
I don't like feeling angry.
You know Carrie Marshall? Is that family?
Yeah, that's Carrie.
Yes, Carrie.
You know
yes,
Carrie.
Yes. Yes. She
Yeah.
says she gets bored real easy. Yes.
That's the one that works with me.
Yes.
Yeah.
So she does. And so y'all have to keep her entertained. Hey, Heather. How you doing? And Angie. And Joe joined us. Great. Joe's in California. Joe joined us. Great. Well, welcome everybody. So I didn't have a whole lot planned for tonight until I started talking to Jill. So I'm going to I was just watching your TikTok, Jill. Oh, there you go. They're recognizing you.
There you go.
There you
yeah,
go.
that's Heather.
Yeah,
Is that
that's
Heather?
Yes.
Is that it? Yeah.
That's Heather.
Thank you, Heather.
So go ahead and talk to them about TikTok a little bit. Tell them what you do, and then take a minute and tell them all about you.
So my TikTok is the Nickle Tree, and it kind of started as a fluke. Carrie Marshall, who just posted on there. We were at work last July, and she said, "Hey, why don't you tell that Monteleone story?" And just we'll put it on TikTok. And I really had barely heard of TikTok before. I heard the kids talk about it and stuff. And just I'll put it on TikTok, and an hour later it had 3,000 views on it. So that's kind of why I started posting New Orleans haunted stories. And that particular story was just kind of it was random. It wasn't something I was searching for. It wasn't even like going into a place and researching it or anything. It just happened with my son and I. Were just working at the Monteleone, and we really didn't even talk about it for years. So y'all should go look at that. That's the one. It's the first one. It's pinned to the top of my page. It's a really good story, and I can tell it later if we have time. And then I also tell stories. I've gotten into the story behind the story. So I'm not just interested in like a story that happened to someone, whether it has to do with ghost stories, mediumship, angels, any things that happen to people. I'm also interested in the backstory of like if there is some type of spirit in a home or in a hotel or something like that, why are they there? What's the lingering thing? What happened to them or whatever? I'm here to tell the ghost story, not just a ghost story.
Right.
Yeah. So that's what I do. So I try to switch it up a little bit. This week I'm really focusing on hotel ghost stories because Nickle Beauchamp wrote a great book, and so I'm kind of just going a few stories from her. So that's what I'll be doing this week. Next week it might be someone angels or something like that. And thanks to Magni, I'm going to be kind of not switching to YouTube, but definitely doing longer stories on YouTube starting probably this week as well.
Great.
Yeah, because it'll be an easier platform to tell one or two stories, or even just do a live and it's a recording like you have, and people can see it later if they'd like to.
And so, just because we need to do this, there's the cruise, and look who's on it, Jill. So if you want to hear some of those stories in person and meet Jill, and we're going to do something special with Jill on the cruise, so I think y'all should come.
Yeah.
Come join us. We already are rolling with the room, so lots of people are joining us on the cruise. We have a lot of cool events set up. If you go to my website, sid-patrick.com, Touch in Eternity, all the information's there. The lady Nickle, who does the cruise organization, she is absolutely wonderful. She will guide you through. She will help you. She will let you know if there are any specials coming up and let you know so you can save some money or help with that deposit. So definitely Touch in Eternity. The cruise will be April 19th through 26th out of the Port of New Orleans on the Escape. Come out, meet Jill, meet Trenny, meet Misty, and meet me in person. Yeah, I know some of y'all have met me already. So
you're a great person to know.
Yes. So after saying that, I see a few questions have already popped up. So Deidre wants to know, what is the anti-number that she learned in numerology from a book that I've recommended, because when I teach numerology, one of the books you have to buy for the class is by Juno Jordan. So when I teach that class, that is one of the books you have to have. And hi, Daphne, how are you? Now, going in, talking about the anti-number. So the anti-number is 9 minus the life path. So remember, Jill's life path was 5, so 9 minus 5 is 4. If the person is a 9, so because it can't be a 0, then you do 9 minus the day of the birth. So my birthday is the 25th, so if I was a 9, it would be 9 minus 7 equals 2, so 2 would be my anti-number. So I hope that makes sense for you. And the anti-number doesn't mean that like that number is just always against you. It means stay away from like maybe buying a car or a home that has an address that totals that number, because it just means it'll anchor you. Because like right now, we live in Magni's anti-number, but it's not mine. So so it just says be mindful of that number. It's considered your anti-number in numerology.
But is it an anti-number for people? Like you said, you're a 4 and I'm a 5.
Right, so my anti-number is 5. My anti-number is you and your anti-number is me.
But in anti, that sounds like, okay, then we shouldn't be friends.
No, so it doesn't really apply to like friendships because all numbers get along. But what it just says that if you have bad luck with a number, that's going to be the number you're going to have bad luck with. So they say never purchase a home where the address totals that. So I'm trying to think. Your house totals a 7. Your house totals a 4.
I love my house.
I know. Your house totals a 4.
My mom,
Yes.
from heaven, sent me that house.
I just realized that I know your address, and I'm doing your math, and I'm like, whoops. Because your house totals 13 if you add the numbers across, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Let me see. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a 4. So and it's not that you can't. It just says you might invest money in it. It may be hard to sell if you're trying to sell it.
Yeah.
They just recommend that's just considered. But in numerology, guys, the chart is literally this big by that big, and it's solid numbers and letters, and they all mean things. Everything. Okay. The lady who taught me was so good. She could tell you when you lost your virginity by looking at your chart. She was good.
Wow.
She could pinpoint the year and almost the month by looking at your chart.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was good. Anyway, so no, you're not a 0. You can't be a 0. Deidre, I just told you it. If you total a 9, you have to use your birthday. And if your birthday is 9/2, like if you're born on 9/9, and you know what I'm saying? Denise was a 9/9, so her anti number is 9, which means you are your own worst enemy. You are your anti number. So if you're 9/9, it is possible. But so you always go, like I said, you take your life path and subtract it from 9. If your life path is a 9, then you use your birthday. If your birthday totals 9, then 9 will become your anti number. And look at Misty out there. Hey, Misty,
hey,
thanks
Misty.
for joining us. I hope all is well, love, and you know what I mean by that. I'm not going to say anything more than that on here because you know I love you and sending you lots of good love and energy and all that kind of good stuff. So anyway, tonight, I got so much to tell you guys. I was at a conference last week, all week, and it was very, very rewarding. I was very blessed to have been invited to witness modern technology. And I think that I'm going to do I don't know if I told you this, I think I'm going to do either public speaking or come on here and have a segment about hospitals. And if you're a patient, how to navigate through hospitals. And talk to people like what to do if there's an issue or a problem, how to resolve them without getting upset. I think so many people need that.
That would be fabulous.
So I think that's what I'm going to do because I can really help people. I can really help people move forward or find relief. And what I say for here will probably be nationwide because most hospitals have the same structure. So that it will probably be the same. So even if you're tuning in from out of state, it would be very helpful. What made me want to do it, there was a lady on TikTok and she owns a home health agency and she's constantly down in hospitals. I'm like, obviously she doesn't know how they work because there are answers for the questions that she has or the worries she has. There are answers.
Yeah.
And so I think that I'm going to do that. And it says, have I been to the Stanley Hotel in Colorado there? So I've been to Colorado multiple times, but I've not been to the Stanley Hotel because all my paranormal friends tell me it's not that haunted. There's so many other places in and around Denver that are so haunted that they say the Stanley Hotel is probably the least haunted.
Yeah, that was a movie, right? Where the movie
yes,
was?
that was The Shining. Yes,
Shining,
that's
right.
where The Shining was filmed. And so so people have told me that were like paranormal investigators in that area. That the Stanley, like y'all have I think it's a fondue place or a cheese place that was like an old jail that has a lot of stuff happening in it. You have a hotel called the Elk or the Elk Lodge or something like that that's up in the mountains next to an abandoned mine. They've actually got video footage of things moving by themselves, or like brooms and stuff just moving by themselves. So there's a lot of activity. And then Columbine, y'all have Columbine in Denver, which they say if you put the sound machines outside of Columbine, that you can still hear the gunfire, the children screaming, you can hear children's voices in the background. So y'all have a lot of things in the Colorado area. We are still looking at getting into the place in Memphis. I'm going to reach out this week again to my friends to see if we can reach Misty's place that she really wants to go. Hi, Sophia. How you doing, love? I'm going to talk to Misty. about going there again, and we are arranging the Dauphine House coming up this week. Next couple of weeks, we'll be in the Dauphine House investigating the Dauphine House here in the quarter. We can't wait till we go to Colorado Social Club. Well, I go to Colorado all the time. You're welcome to come join me and be part of that social club. So, okay, yes, she says it is the melting pot. Right, it was an old jail. Yes, and they say it's very haunted. And so I don't know if I can still get this done, but I have some connections with one of the restaurants in the quarter where Trenny and I used to do shows, and in the month of October, and their wine cellar is haunted in the French Quarter. And they actually got video footage on YouTube of the wine bottles flying off the shelf by themselves. So if I can get us up there, I may take us up there. I have to reach one of my contacts to see if I can get us there. So we have lots of possibilities coming up. Deidre says, can you do any of these investigations online? What we can do, Deidre, is we can keep an open channel so that you can see. But when we do investigations, at least when I do investigations, I do not like to tamper the area or have a lot of people walking through the area that we're trying to to show. I'm coming to Cali this weekend, Joe. I'll be in Cali this weekend. I'll be in Palm Springs all weekend. So yes, I'll be in Cali. But yes, we can come do some investigations in Cali. That would be fun because you got the Queen Mary there. You have a few other places and a lot of old hotels that are very, very haunted as well. But I'll actually be near you this week. I know you're down in San Diego, but I will be in Palm Springs, about 2 hour, hour and a half, 2 hour drive. So I won't be too far. I just hope I don't get stuck in the airport. He knows what I'm talking about. My poor friend.
All weekend.
Oh, I did all last
online.
week. Yeah,
I did so many.
Going to and from this conference, everything. There's so much weather in the United States that almost every flight is getting affected, and it's not just one airline; it's every airline. Yeah. So that I do know because I have an in with the airlines because of who I'm married to. But so I get to hear of all those stories. Yes. So we can, Joe, we can do that. I'd love to come out to California and do some investigations. But right now what we're working on first is getting our equipment together. And as a club, and it's a club. We're a social club. We're not, we're here to have fun. We're here to educate. We're here to do those things. We are going to do some serious, I'll pray you don't. We can go on an airplane mode and disconnect the Wi-Fi so it doesn't give false readings on our equipment. Yeah, we can do that. So anyway, we are purchasing equipment. We're in the process. Maggie and I are looking at a couple of cameras right now. Some that are done we can set them up and you can move them from remotely where they can take pictures of people having to go physically move them because you don't want a lot of interaction because you want to make sure you have spiritual energy, not people energy. And so that's what we're looking for, is trying to get that on film. If we can get spiritual energy on film, or we can get sound, or we can get those things. I'm not one of those people who likes to go in a place and talk to the ghost and say, speak to me and all that. To me, I find that, me personally, I don't hold this against anybody else, but I find that if you're sitting there begging the spirits to talk to you, that to me, then I'd rather sing or do something to raise vibration to help them connect better versus just talking and asking them to show and asking them if they're here. I think that's just mostly done for television is what I think. It's just my opinion because I've seen spirit. I like I said, guys, I've gone to live seance. I've seen what spirit can do. I've seen what they can do. And it's totally just amazing and breathtaking, but you have to create the environment for it, and that's what I'm there for. Let's create the environment so it's in our favor to get something on video or something on recording.
So when you do this and you're videoing, I know that you'll feel different energies from what I've heard, like a cold spot or something like that. But do y'all then wait till you get back to analyze the video? So
what we'll do is we'll walk in first, and one or two of us will walk the perimeter with some equipment so we can see what the cold spots are, and then we will set equipment
Okay.
certain types of equipment around that, and then we'll be in another room with computers watching it.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So like we'll have a camera out there that'll scan an area where we're in another room at a computer watching to see if we can catch something. We try we go as little as we have to in the area where we think we're going to have activity.
Okay.
And that's what we use the mediums for, is to go in and see where is the best activity. And so first we spend time just filming, and we will set some recorders in there that pick up the sound where you can slow the sound down, but we have to make sure we have the right equipment for that, because then you go home and then you take and you slow down the sound or you speed it up and you listen for voices or words or sentences in those recordings, and then you mark them. So we have a system that will mark them, and then also with the video, I will show y'all one. I guess I can show you one before you go, but I actually have a video where we were doing a table thing and we were just table tipping, and you could actually see a shadow come out of a girl and go right over to me. And there was nobody in that room other than us sitting at the table, and this shadow of a person just goes right from her over to me while we were doing some table tipping. And so, I mean, and then we have voices too that came through. So, but again, you know, that takes time, and you never know when that's going to happen. So what we like I said, I like to first set up that with the undisturbed area, set up cameras, set up your sound equipment, then leave it and watch it from afar. Let it run for a while, and then before we're ready to close up completely, then we can go in and do other things to see if we can pull anything. But I like to first try to get the raw energy, the raw footage, because that's the best. Because then nobody's creating it. I can't say that people in a group created that energy in that room. It was truly spiritual energy that we're catching in. And we've caught some pretty cool stuff. I've seen where orbs would, and people say, oh, but orbs are so, but these orbs were specific. They would come down, they would hit the bed, and they'd come out of one portal or one area or one dimension or whatever, hit the bed, bounce, and go out somewhere else. And they kept doing it. So it wasn't dust, because a lot of people say that, it could be dust, it could be a lot of things. No, these were spinning, and they would hit, they all did the exact same thing. So unless dust can follow itself from one end of a room, bounce off a bed, and go out to another part of a room, I don't think that was dust. No. So, and I'm very skeptical. I analyze everything. So y'all need to know that. I'm gonna make sure that we got something. So. Yeah. So we're gonna have some fun with that. So we are meeting so just some FYIs. We are meeting Friday. Mark and Misty, would y'all post this, please? Mark says hi. Mark says hi, Jill. Mark Lasselas says hi, Jill.
Hey, Mark.
Mark Boyant, say to me what time Friday for the show. That everybody's going to see the new Conjuring movie Friday at, I think it's Clearview AMC, correct? Correct me, because y'all didn't give me anything specific.
I think it's next week. It's next Friday.
Yeah, it's September 5th. I'm sorry. Yeah, September 5th. That's why I moved mine and tried to see.
7:15, I think.
Yeah, it's a 7:15 show. I believe is that Clearview?
Yeah. I read it today. I'm not sure.
They're here. He says 7:15, and yes, at Clearview. Yeah. So it's going to be at the Clearview Mall. The paranormal group is all meeting there to go see The Conjuring. So the 7:15 show, the IMAX, yes. So get your tickets if you want to go, so we can all try to sit together or sit close. So I know some friends of mine are coming over so that we can get tickets together to go sit and watch it. Hey, Erica from Pier Park. How you doing? So we're all going to go to Clearview on the 5th. That's Friday the 5th. Now, Saturday the 6th at 6 o'clock, so 9-6 at 6. Here at my house, Trenny and I are going to be doing another group reading where we read everybody present. And we have cut the tickets down to even a lower number than we had last time. So if you want to come see us, that's being posted tonight so that you could come see us. And you can definitely get a message from a loved one from the other side. So we're going to be here, and we're going to be touching everybody that's there. Already? Oh, okay, Monique. You already got tickets? Magni just posted it. Well, it must be posted because Monique got tickets. I know Magni was working on it. So it must be posted. Well, come on down and come get a reading. And we're going to read everybody here. We have cut the number down from 20 to 15 seats. So I know that. So Said sorry for the autocorrect. Okay, let me see, Mark. What did you autocorrect? Okay. Oh, hey, did. Oh,
Yeah.
I gotcha. No
Yes.
problem. So, Mark Jr., did you go? Did you make the call? Did you go help my stepmother? I'll put him on the spot. She's talking about the movie.
Oh, did she got her tickets for the movie? Maybe.
Oh, she got her tickets for the movie.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it was. Okay, because I was like, wow, that was quick.
Yeah. Jill Mercer will not be in attendance at the movie.
Right.
I'll tell the story on TikTok later.
Right. Yes. And so far, I am going to go to the movie though. I'm going just to hang out with the tribe.
He's making me feel.
Yeah. I might sit my back to the screen. Because I get scared. No.
I'll tell the poltergeist dude. That's what I was
Yeah.
telling Maggie earlier. I said, I hate watching football, but I love football movies. And it's kind of like, I don't want to be scared in a haunted house, but I'll be glad to tell the story about it.
Right.
I'm not scared to tell the story.
Oh, thank you, Mark. I appreciate that. You're helping her out. So that's really great. And I got some stuff coming up for you, too. As soon as they finish the bungalow in the back, then I'm going to have you come over. We have about 8 tickets sold already on row E.
Oh, wow.
Okay, well, now that I know what row you're on, so Jamie, somewhere around row E, girl. That's where we need our tickets. So that's Friday and that's Saturday. And then on the 9th is the meeting. I'm not sure where it's at because they haven't confirmed. I offered here, but I don't know where we're having the meeting. I know that we're going to talk about going back to some restaurants so that it can be more of a social event for the paranormal meeting and for the the trivia night. So I'm going to check with Misty. Hey, Chris from Denver, how you doing? Thank you for joining. Okay, so how many of y'all want to see me read Jill? So what we do on my shows, we don't do full readings. I give you 6 cards.
Mm-hmm.
I give you 3 of these and 3 of these. You've seen me do it, but I'm going to do it while you're here. So we're going to talk about that. Yes, we're going to go karaoke after the movie. Absolutely. So I want to sing that song by, I can't even think of a song right now, but it's by Lady Gaga from The Star Is Born with the guy, because the guy only has a few words, so I'm going to do the guy and let Misty sing the Lady Gaga part. Are you doing readings? I'm getting ready to start doing readings. Yes, Erica, I'm getting ready to start doing readings. And I'm gonna do Jill first, and then I will do you guys. Okay, so look, we are up to 18. You're doing good. Guys, I actually sang Adele the other night at karaoke. I'm glad, and I don't think they could hear me because I wouldn't speak into the mic. But Misty, they could hear it. Me and Misty was screaming it out. Well, Joe, you're here. I'm going to let you pull any 3 cards you want and set them right there. Just don't look at them. Just randomly pull 3 cards out of each one and put it in. When you're here, you get to pull your own cards. I don't have to pull them for you. Yes, Miss Lacoste, you can have a reading. And yes, Erica, you can have a reading too.
There you go.
Okay, then
And
3
3
of
of these.
those. Uh-huh. And I'm going to do 3 for the others that are there. 1, 2, that get them done.
There you go.
Okay. So get everybody else that just asked, so I can get those done, and then I'll put random 3. And y'all know again, I don't do this to read for you. Actually, I actually do it so you can learn cards. Because if you go to my YouTube, I teach you how to read tarot on YouTube. And so this is kind of practice. You can watch how I'm interpreting and what I'm saying to help you practice. And the symbology is an extra kick. Symbology decks are very hard to get. You have to take my mediumship class to get one from me. Because I offer it to my mediums at a very reduced rate. Or they can go buy them at Mystic on Lake Avenue. And I think they're almost out, so I'm gonna have to go order some. I'm gonna have to go create some more or order some more for the company.
Are they your deck? Like
Yeah.
Wow.
See?
Oh man. There you go.
Yep, Maggie did all the designs for me.
Wow.
So,
All right, here we go.
here we go. This is for Jill. So she's got the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. She's got Justice. And she's got the Ten of Wands. So what that tells me right now is financially things are coming together and she's trying to balance things out. So she may be moving some funds from one place to another, but it's all to improve. Some of this might be because of a contract that she's either signed or something she needs to take care of, but she's moving money for that reason. But with this card says it's helping to pick up and make some change or make some movement. So I see that coming up for you. Now, the three symbology cards, we have the glasses, we have the cross, of course we have the cross, and we have the drum. She knows why we're laughing. And so what I really see this as being is like a message saying that you're beating to your own drum with your spirituality, and you see that you're starting to see a path. Mm-hmm. And so I think that's great. Wherever you take yourself spiritually, I find as long as you have a faith, it's always positive. That it'll never hurt you. So I think that's just your people coming out and saying, we approve. Okay?
I love it.
And that was for Jill. Now this one is for Erica. Okay, Erica. You have the Magician. You have the Ten of Swords. And you have the Tower. And with that, this is a pretty powerful trio. So what that's basically telling me, and I'm going to hold up this, is that so when I see this card here is like my favorite card, because it tells me that it's time to burn the old grass so new grass could grow. And then with this here is the Magician saying that I need my life to come back in balance. So what I'm going to say to you, Erica, is you're going to be getting rid of people and things that are stabbing you in your back so that you can grow. And you're going to be getting rid of that so that you can get and reach your highest and best self. So I'm going to say that to you as well. And then I'm going to give you've got Infinity. You have the Rainbow. And where's your third card? Hope I got to pull you another. I only gave you two. I don't think I gave this one two. Let's pull that one there. So you got Infinity, the Rainbow, and the Bottle. So when I see that, so I think there's some kind of celebration. This reminds me of a happy celebration because I got the linking rings, which means that I come together with someone or with some, or a group. And the Liquor and Rainbow is all about celebration and bringing love and light into the picture. So that's what I'm going to say for you. Okay? And then I have, after you, I have Miss Lacoste. So Miss Lacoste, for you, I have the Knight of Pentacles, the Three of Coins, and the Five of Swords. And what that's telling me when I look at these three, what that kind of tells me, so there is finance, so there, it looks like there needs to be some decisions of a partnership of some kind, Miss Lacoste. This could be a relationship or it could be something with business, but it's all about a partnership, and it's about winning. It's about achieving. It's about getting out there and moving forward what you need to move forward with. And then these three, I got the Scissors, the Heart, and the Letter. So what I think this is someone that I think you might have someone in your life might try to reconnect. Heart doesn't always mean it was a romantic thing. It could just mean it was a good friendship or a good love. But I think someone's trying to reconnect to you because you got the cuts. I think you cut yourself from this person eventually. You did have y'all were friends, and that the message says, I think that y'all coming back around. It's like there either is some forgiveness or something that happens that brings it back around for you. Yes, so Trenny and I are doing a show at my house, a private show where everybody gets a reading on Saturday, the 6th of September. 9/6 at 6. And the cost is $60, so it's all sixes, and so that'll help you remember a thing. 9/6 at 6, and it's $60, and everybody will get a reading. We're limiting it to 15 people. Okay, so I want to say that to you, Miss Lacoste, and then Mr. Mark. Let me see which Mark it was. Was it Senior? It was Mark Senior. All right, Mark Senior. Let's see what you got. We've got the Ten of Cups, we got the Empress, and we got the Ace of Pentacles. I like this. So this talks about money growing within inside the family. Money, so that means your partner going to pass that test. But anyway, it's about money growing. She's going to kill me. It's about money growing inside of your family. It's about wealth, and wealth isn't always money. Value comes in life too. So it's also about value in life, the love, the nutrient that happens in your family, and I get to witness that personally. So I feel blessed to witness how you nurture your family. So it's absolutely wonderful. Then you've got the tree. You have the hand, and you have the rose. So basically what it's telling me is that you're going to get slapped in the face if you forget the anniversary. No, I'm just kidding. When I see that, what that's telling me is I just kind of feel that there's beauty and love, and you don't let that, you see that. You don't allow negativity like this tree, the darkness of the tree, stop you from showing that love, showing that affection. Even though sometimes it can be hard, you try to lighten it up. So I'm going to say that to you, Mr. Mark. All right, now we're going to go see who's next. Let's see. So Mark was the last one. Oh, Shallow is the song. Thank you, Carrie. Yes, I'm going to sing Shallow. I'm doing the dude part because it's about 4 lines, and I'm going to let Misty do the rest.
I think Daphne.
I know.
Did you get Daphne?
So I'm going to Daphne wants one, and Jamie wants one. So it's Jamie. Who did I miss? Daphne at the top, or is she down? I see Jamie.
Daphne's up there. And
yeah, Daphne first, and then Jamie.
And Cindy.
And then Miss Cindy. Okay,
Yeah.
So let's see what we get. I hope y'all are writing down these cards, especially Daphne, because I know you're taking tarot. So these will help you. These will help you. And can I do Julie? I will do Julie too.
So you give a free course on YouTube on tarot card reading?
You go to my YouTube, there's a whole course on there.
That's awesome.
Yep, that I recorded live with people who would come in. Yes, Kim. Oh, I missed you, Kim. I thought you meant like I missed you. No, I did miss you too. Kim, I will not miss you, okay? If I miss, and I miss Tina at the top too. Well, because this thing is scrolling. So, all right, I'm going to do a bunch. So, I'm going to do 1. So, we got, I'm going to do 6 piles. All right, so we got 6 piles. And I'm going to randomly start picking the rest of these. So, only thing I can tell you, if I missed you, it means that that reading wasn't for you. It waited, because you just don't know. It's possibly I did miss you, because sometimes that screen rolls so fast.
Yeah.
You just got to tell me.
Not as fast as TikTok. This is a lot better setup. I can't wait to use it.
Yeah, so Magni went over today, and we're getting Jill all set up with her new studio.
My new studio.
Yes.
I'm taking notes in here. This is a good studio.
Uh-huh. All right. So let's see what we got. Let's randomly pull and put them on piles.
I love your deck. So easy to read.
Yep. Well, it's so when I teach mediumship, symbology is the language of clairvoyance. So when you get these symbols, what does it mean to you? So it helps you start to create your language with the spirit world. But we find that people actually use them like tarot cards and start reading them and laying them for people. And so it's all about that connection.
I'll get one of these.
Okay, so let's see where I was. So we're going to do, I'm going to see what order I'm going to go in. So Cindy, and then there's Cindy, Daphne. Cindy, Julie. So Daphne, Cindy, Julie, Kim.
Jamie.
And no, Jamie already had hers read.
Okay.
And then I'll have one extra. So if somebody else pops in at the last minute, we good. Okay. So I'm starting with Daphne. All right, Miss Daphne, let's see what you got. Now you read these. Oh, Ace of Cups. The 4 of Cups. Of course, there's always a bad one in there. The Moon, which isn't bad. What it says to me when I look at these 3 cards, it tells me that life is giving you does throw people in your way, like in your arena, and you don't see them. You don't see the people that you could develop with because of this card here. It says that the moon covets, or the moon hides things. So it means that even though the universe is putting opportunities around you, you're not catching them. You're not seeing them because of things that have happened to you. You put up blinders or blockers. So you got to remove that if you want to create new relationships. And then you got the antique car, the light bulb, and the stop sign. And so I think that's telling you, if you're going to run a stop sign, you're going to need a new car. No, I'm just kidding, because your car's antique. No, I'm teasing about her car. She needs to get a new one. But when I say that, I think what this is talking about is stop being stuck. Move. Even if you move slow, at least you'll see new things because of the light. Before you had the moon, which coveted your past, but the light is in your future. So I'm saying, as you move forward in your antique car, you need to move and start seeing your opportunities and seeing what the universe has to offer you and taking some chances. You can always set a boundary that if it's not going your way, you can always set a boundary. So it's good to take a chance. And then my next one is going to be Carrie and then Cindy. All right, Carrie, this one's for you. You have Judgment. You have the Ace of Wands. And you have the Empress. And what that's telling me is you need to nurture your career. Nurture where you see yourself, the things you want to do in life. Ace of Wands is all about how you manage your day, how you manage your life, a lot of times it's about career or business. And then Judgment says, the more you nurture it, the better it's going to be. So you need to pay attention to that, and maybe it's time for you to make some changes in that career. And then you got the swimsuit, the glasses, and the island. So I kind of think you're going on a vacay, because you really got the bathing suit, the island, and the glasses. And these could be sunglasses. So I say, prepare for a trip. Go to the beach. Summer's almost over. You going somewhere for Labor Day? Maybe you should. Even if it's just to the nearby beach. But that's what it's saying. Get out. So I'm going to say that to you. And that was Carrie. Now, Miss Cindy, this is for you. We got the Seven of Wands. We got the Five of Cups. And we got the Six of Pentacles. And so that's like Peter, Robin, Paul. That's the guy who always sometimes focuses at the negative and not the positive. And then this is like holding back. So what that's saying to me is that what I'm going to say to you is things need to start new. You need to stop allowing the past to bother you. You need to realize and start living in the moment, living in the present, so that you can start seeing a better future for yourself, so that you can start seeing opportunities and make the changes that you need to make for happiness, because your cover cards are handcuffs. That means you need change. Candle and baton. And it kind of tells me for your life to roll or to motor or to twirl, you need to get rid of those handcuffs, move into the light, move into things that are going to help upgrade, what you would call an upgrade for you, because everybody's upgrades are different, but start looking at opportunity and seeing what you can bring forward to make some good changes in your life. And then my next one is Julie. Okay, Julie, you have the Emperor, you have the Seven of Coins, and then you have the Nine of Swords. What that says to me for you is, looking at these, is that you're worrying way too much about the things that ground you rather than the things that move you. So start paying attention to what moves you. The King is all about grounding. It's all about earning that land or doing that thing. The Seven of Pentacles is about, no, it needs to grow. And this is worrying that you're going to mess something up. Stop worrying about that. People take chances in life, but take sensible chances. Sensible chances. Always have plans. I just said, I'm not psychic. I said the word chance, and the first card I looked at is the poker deck, and then the wheelchair, and then infinity. So what that tells me is, don't let life cripple you. Take chances. And even in relationships, because I think that you even hold yourself back in relationships a little bit. So pay attention to that. Okay, I'm going to leave you with that. And then next, after Julie, is one more, was Kim, and that is my last one. So Kim, you're going to be the last one for tonight. Then we're going to do some, because I got to keep Jill awake. It's late. It's past our bedtime. So we're gonna have to do some.
I'm learning from the master here, so.
Okay, so be on this one. So here is my last one. Ooh, we got the World, and then we have the Queen of Swords, and then we have the Star. So that's all about success. That's all about taking control for your success. So I would say to you, I kind of think, Kim, that you probably have a chance to make some kind of investment in yourself. Do so, because it's going to help you grow and help you move. And then I'll look at, you have the eyes, the crown, and the scissors. So that also tells me you're going to cut out people's eyes if they mess with you. Now, you're going to cut out things in your life that you can see are not giving you your best version of yourself and making you the king of your castle or the king of your world. So make those changes and you will be fine. All right. We're going to talk a little bit. So, Miss Jill, do you have any stories on the top of your head that you want to share?
I'll tell a story because my friend, Mr. Houston, which is really just Houston now, he passed away on Friday. And so he actually was hilarious, but participated in our, he was our next door neighbor, but he also worked with us. So I wanted to tell a little story about him just to kind of honor him. I had bought this old, more than 200-year-old house, and we turned it into a venue, and everybody thought it was crazy. And so Joey, my husband in Houston, best friends, and one night they're going down River Road because I don't know what happened. They needed to go pick something up. We had only had it for a few weeks, and Houston was helping us to paint the house. And so we kept saying, okay, you can really feel stuff in this house. And so they turn off River Road to go down the long path. Okay. And they're looking at the front porch that we had lights on the front porch, and we had these rocking chairs on there. Still night, nothing, no wind, nothing. So all of a sudden, the rocking chairs start rocking on their own. All 4 rocking chairs just start going on their own. Wow. And Houston's like, good night. I'm not getting out of this car. I'm never going in there again. And they drove up, and that night he wouldn't get out of the car. Joey went and got whatever. The good thing was about that venue was we would say, well, do you lock it all up? Well, we did lock it at night, but we didn't when I owned it, I'm sure they have it now. We didn't have alarm systems or anything because the whole neighborhood thought it was like completely haunted. And I don't to this day think it's, I don't even want to say haunted. It does have a lot of spiritual energy in it, but they did try us a little bit in the beginning. And so it got to the point where it was me, my son Joey, that's the same one from the Montleon, and Mr. Houston.
That's the son I met at your home this past week? Or was that a different son?
I think you met Joey.
Okay. Who set up your camera?
Oh, no, that's Drake. That's okay. Chrissy's boyfriend.
Okay, yeah. I don't know who's who.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Sometimes people think he's my son too. But anyway, so then we would start playing tricks on each other. Like Joey would go in and pull the attic down, and Houston, like we'd sneak out and see Houston walking there.
Houston might get even. Y'all better be careful. Houston might get even.
Oh my gosh! But and he came downtown with us, so I had a florist, and so we did all these weddings, and so like one night at Muriel's, they told us, so if you didn't set down the place setting at the bottom of the steps when you're celebrating there and invite, the original owner or whatever that owned Muriel's, then things were going to happen at the reception. So Joey and Houston had gotten there late to pick everything up, and they were doing the final toast. So they had all of these champagne glasses lined up on the side, on the mantles, all with champagne in it. And Joey and Houston were like, there's the champagne glasses, just pop, 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 pop. Sometimes he'd just stay at the bottom, and I'd say, Houston, you can stay down here. And he goes, I'll just stay down. I'll stay down here. But he was a great guy, so I'm probably going to tell a couple of stories on Nickle Tree, or repeat stories I've told about him, just because, I can still feel him lingering around. You felt him the other day when you were at my house. You're like, who is this guy standing next to you? Because he's my supervisor forever. He's my forever supervisor. So.
And so, before I read Jamie, because I did forget Jamie, so I will do a quick reading with Jamie. I'm going to give Jamie 6 tarot cards instead of the 3 and 3. But anyway, because I already put the other ones away. But I wanted to share a little story with y'all too, since, you know, Jill gives us those light stories. I'm gonna give you a deep true story. Well, I had one of my best friends used to date a serial killer, and a local serial killer, and we used to all go every I think it was every Thursday night. We used to go have dinner at a different restaurant with this serial killer.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah. Oh, this is. Oh yeah. I have a very interesting life. Okay.
Can I have a pen? I'm gonna say this on. I'm kidding. I'm say it on the Nickle tree.
Right, you can.
I will. I'm using it.
So anyway, so we used to all go to dinner with this group. It was a group of us. Like we all went. So I was in like pre-nursing. Some of them were in real estate and different. Everybody was kind of different. And one was a school teacher, which was Denise. So we were all doing well. They got in a fight, and so me and Denise were bringing the serial killer to his home. And I'm trying not to tell too much because I don't want to out anybody necessarily. So we taken the serial killer home to where he lived, and when we were leaving, like we dropped him off, and he was mad because they had been fighting. And when we crossed over this like went through this field and tried to cross over this bridge, I was like, ooh, something's not right here. And that's where they found one of the bodies that got the serial killer convicted. And to this day, that is you know, the serial killer, if you want to look him up, is the Bayou Strangler. He was a very he dated one of my friends. And so then all this stuff comes out, and they locked him up. And so it was my friend's birthday, and we go into our meeting. And so the Bayou Strangler used to have a lot of little twerky things. Like he used to a lot of people don't know this, but I do. He used to make a lot of doilies and crochet and knit and do macrame, do all these little things. And so when we got to the restaurant for my friend's birthday, we had placed dollies all over the table for our food to be put on and all that kind of stuff. And then when we gave him his gifts, when he opened them up, they were different. They were dismembered Barbie and Ken dolls. We were so bad. We couldn't help it.
I think it's great.
Oh, it gets better. One thing you learn about me, guys, if y'all ever mess with me, I bear no expense at getting back at you, okay? So I'll tell you another funny story like that one. So we were at our center, the metaphysical shop, and then, it was me and Denise fought like husband and wife. And though we love each other very deeply, we hated each other just as much as we loved each other, because she was Virgo and I was Leo, and I was innovative, she was very methodical, so we were just always at each other's throat. And so this is true. So she saw this thing on Facebook where it says, who you are as a Disney character, and she got Snow White. Well, anybody knows her. She is not. So she kept rubbing that in our face and rubbing it in our face. And y'all know she's a school teacher. And so we throw in her birthday party, and we all bought her Snow White gifts. I got her a mirror with an apple, and it said mirror, mirror on the wall. And then while all this was going on, all of a sudden the song Hi Ho came on, and I found the only midget stripper in New Orleans. Dwarf stripper came in and stripped. She felt so grossed out because she's a school teacher. I said, don't mess with me. I still have that video, by the way. We got the only dwarf stripper in New Orleans to come strip. While we were, I said, don't mess with me. I spare no expense to get back at you, okay? I will do whatever it takes. But that is a true story. That is a very true story, too. So, yes, this is to show you about me and Denise. All right, Jamie, this is for you, love. And if y'all ever want to go, I don't know if we can go meet the Bayou Strangler, because he is in prison. He's still living. He'll know who I am. All right, Jamie.
It's amazing.
He is in Angola. Y'all can look him up.
How'd they find him?
So I think he was reported by family, because I'm actually met. It's like me and Trenny read for his family.
Yeah.
Some people who know him. And I believe that somebody in the family had reported, because he was, at one point, he was doing so many killings that he needed help moving the bodies, and so I think that's how he. Yeah, it's crazy. So anyway.
Goodness.
All right, so you got 6 cards, Jamie. You got the Pope, the Hierophant. You've got the 6 of Swords, which is travel with family. You've got Queen of Pentacles. You've got Strength. You've got the Hangman, and you've got the Ace of Cups. You got a lot of powerful cards there, sister. So with all these cards talk to me and tell me, it's about your strength, and it's about the way you move things. And the Pope says that you have a lot of gifts, a lot of inner gifts that you need to start sharing more of, because it's what brings value to you. And so I'm going to tell you to do that. I'm also looking at a partnership of some kind. And your marriage is blessed because of that. But I'm also looking at a partnership of some kind that's going to bring a lot of balance for you and give you power and strength. So go get that test taken care of. I'm going to leave you with that. Okay, and Chrissy wrote.
It's Chrissy.
Yes, Chrissy's on. She's on YouTube.
We're just talking about you, Chrissy.
Yes. So that is your reading, Jamie, and she's like the strength.
You had a good reading, Jamie.
No, you had a good read. You had 6 of the good ones. So, gang, it's getting almost to be that time. So we've told you a few stories tonight. We have, we've read some. Everybody that asked for a reading got it tonight, so we did really good with that. I apologize again about last week. I will try not to ever miss another Wednesday. I will try to come on another night to talk a lot about hospital stuff like I talked about early. And I really would recommend, please have your families watch that, because I'm going to answer questions like, should you stay with your loved one when they're in the hospital? Should you, when I have a chance, I will do, Daphne. Should you, how do you report a problem or a concern without feeling threatened? How, I will tell you the pathways to get things done. What if I'm getting discharged and I don't feel like I should be? I will tell you what you can do. Like if you have Medicare, you can appeal your discharge until they render a decision. So you will get an extra day or so, but if they render it in the hospital's favor, then you're going to be billed. So you need to, that's all right. You need to know, those types of things. And so I'm going to help you with that. Okay. So again, that's going to be a different podcast that I'm going to do. I don't know, Tina, when I'm going to do this one. I'll try to post it on Facebook, since that's where most of you
Maybe
follow me.
Advertise it, yeah.
And advertise it a little bit. And that way you can get people involved. And I'm just going to try to help you with like what to do when you go to a hospital. Like we had one of our own people go to the hospital with appendicitis, and he sat 4 hours in the front of an ER in pain, vomiting for 4 hours when they took him to the back. They had to be rushed emergently to surgery. There were things that person could have done to help get him where he needed to be. And so that's what I'm going to be here for, is to help you. But also I'm going to educate you on when they tell you it's time to go, you want to go. I'm explaining to you how the hospital, like how they get paid. Why are they asking you to go? Because they're trying to get you from incurring another charge a lot of times when a doctor is not working for you. So there's a lot of things. I'll even talk to you about pain and pain management. So, and tell you how to work it. And I don't mean work it so you get more pain medicine, but how to answer your doctor so they really know what's going on with you. So I can answer those things for you as a nurse and help educate you. So that's what I'm going to try to do. And
I think that's excellent information. As families, it's scary.
It is.
You don't know what to say, and you're afraid if you say the wrong thing, then when you leave, they might not treat your loved one right. It's a real fear. I think that's very valuable.
Yeah. So I'm going to be here to help you, like how to find help. What are your resources when you go to any facility? And like this isn't just for local or my group. This is for any hospital. I'm giving you the generic information that, because most all hospitals are structured the same way. So whatever I'm telling you will be good for any hospital. Know that you always have somebody you can call. There is never a time you should ever feel alone or scared in a hospital. There's always somebody you can make a telephone call to who will come talk to you, will come educate you. If you feel your nurse or somebody's not educating you enough, there are people who can come educate you and work with you. A lot of times people don't realize if you're in the New Orleans area, all your medical records are online. You can go online and see them. So learn that you have that right. You can't go in the medical record at the hospital, but you can open up your portal. And so I will teach you guys how to do that as well. And the reason why a lot of times they won't give you information in the hospital, and I will share this before we go, is because, yes, thank you, Zeta. So when you're in the hospital, they don't want to give you information without a doctor being present. It's not that they're holding information from you, but if they give you news and you don't know what that means and you're trying to Google it, you're going to put yourself in more stress. So sometimes it's good to wait and ask your doctor, but I always recommend this. If your doctor is talking to you, have a nurse come in and listen to the conversation. Because many doctors will talk over your head, but as a nurse, I know as I am a nurse, I can come in and break it down to you. Well, this is what they're saying. Yeah. This is what, and I'll give you an example. I once had a patient that came in the hospital, she went to the ER, felt she needed antibiotics because her mouth was all swollen. She thought it was infected. Basically, she had no white count, which means that she did not have an infection. She had gingivitis. So the doctor told her that she wasn't giving her antibiotics, that she was giving her this wash to cleanse out her mouth. And the patient kept saying, no, I need antibiotics. So she got violent. She threatened the doctor, told the doctor she was, and so I went in as a supervisor, explained to her about her gingivitis, told her that, we checked for infection. She doesn't have infection. And the reason why we don't want to give her an antibiotic is that she builds up a resistance to that antibiotic. But with this mouthwash we gave her, after 2 or 3 uses of this, because it got there, did deep cleaning, it would have relieved her of the pain. It would have taken down the swelling. And she thanked me, and then she apologized to the doctor. But the doctor spoke over her head, so she didn't understand. Yeah. And so sometimes, I always tell people, if you're going to have a conversation with your physician, always make sure your nurse is present. And, so that way your nurse can kind of, like, if you need a further explanation, the nurse can go into more detail with you, can give you like some options, like maybe you could ask the doctor for this or this, or whatever, so they can get down to the nitty-gritty with you. And so that's a good take for a later conversation. Okay, yes, we love you, Mark Sr., love you, Mark Jr., love you, all my Lost-a-Lots and my Schultzes and all of you on here tonight, my Burises, my everybody that's still in my Jean Froze, all my Louisiana names, my Egglestons. Everybody, good night. We love you.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, Sid. It was so fun.
Thank you for joining us on Touching Eternity, the podcast with Sid Patrick and Jill Mercer tonight. This episode can be found on YouTube, recorded.